Man, some interesting stuff came out about the upcoming Pixel phones. So as we all know by now, there's going to be two Pixel phones, right, as there has been for quite a while. There's going to be the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 4 XL. That's nothing new. We also know that the front of the phone has a pretty thick upper bezel, but at least Google is putting that bezel into some good use. The top bezel is going to include the Soli radar chip, an ultra-wide camera for your amazing group selfies with no friends. I'm just speaking for myself, to be honest. But it will also have the speaker to make phone calls and a boatload of sensors for face unlock. Speaking of face unlock, this face unlock for the Pixel 4 will actually be the most secure face unlock in an Android phone ever. It's doing this because it's actually doing a 3D model of your face instead of a 2D photo, for example, like the S10 Plus does. So whatever face you register to the phone, it will only unlock with that face. So if you're the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you're wearing someone else's face on top of your face, I'm not sure if that will unlock the phone, but I'm willing to try. So if you guys want me to try that, let me know in the comment section below. Now the Pixel 4 will incorporate a 5.8-inch screen and the 4 XL will include a 6.3-inch screen. I'm super happy about that because that kind of I think that fits everyone's needs. Like, you got that 5.8-inch screen for people who like smaller phones, and then you got the 6.3-inch screen for people who like larger phones. And I honestly think, at least in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, anything more than 6.3 and you're getting into the territory of the phone being very uncomfortable to hold, especially with how thin these phones are getting, how bezel-less these phones are getting. Like, I got the Note 10 Plus coming in soon on the 23rd, I think, and I can already know that phone's going to be a huge kind of difficult thing to carry around. So I'm glad that Google is kind of sticking with those two sizes. I think those are perfect, honestly. But that's not all, folks. You thought I was done, right? You thought the video was over. Well, guess what? I have to drag this thing out for 10 minutes to get more money. So let's see if we can make it happen. Another thing is that the screen on the Pixel 4 is going to be 90 Hertz. I honestly did not see this coming. Because you know why? Because we all were making jokes at Google. We were all saying, oh, they can't make phones. They suck, right? Not me, though. I love Google. But people were saying that. Bruh, they added 90 Hertz. Samsung. What happened with the Note 10? Why is there no 90 Hertz on the Note 10? Or at least the Note 10 Plus, at least the higher end model. Now the back of the phone is where the cameras start to get interesting because there's no three cameras like we normally have, the standard, ultra wide, and the telephoto. Google is just doing, well, standard and telephoto pretty much. But I'm thinking, are they doing the same thing that they're doing with the front-facing camera? Because the front-facing camera technically is just one camera, but it's an ultra-wide camera. So whenever you first open up the application, it just zooms in on your face to give you that normal selfie look, and then you can just zoom out to kind of use the whole camera as an ultra-wide, you know? So maybe the standard camera on the back of the on the back of the Pixel 4 is actually an ultra-wide camera, but whenever you open it, it just zooms in to give you the normal kind of back-facing camera look. So maybe that's what they're doing. At least I hope so, because after using the ultra-wide camera on the S10, it's just such a nice feature to have. Honestly, I think it's way more important to have an ultra-wide camera than it is to have a telephoto camera. In other camera-related news about the Pixel lineup of phones is that Google is working, apparently, on a DSLR type of attachment to the back of the phone. Now, how this will look like, how much it costs, how much it weighs, how big is it, we don't know anything about that. But I'm just trying to picture how that will look like. Like, what does a DSLR attachment on a cell phone look like? Do you know? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you know. Now, the battery specs on the upcoming Pixels are alright. The smaller variant has a 2,800 milliamp hour battery, and the larger brother has a 3,700 milliamp hour battery. Now, notice that the bigger XL actually has a bigger battery than the Note 10 base. The Note 10 has the 3500 and the Pixel 4 XL has the 3700. Hey. So we can obviously expect the Pixel 4 XL to last all day. Obviously both phones will have the Snapdragon 855 and 6 gigs of RAM, which is alright. I kind of wish they just made the jump to 8 gigs, but there's always next year with the Pixel 5. I'm pretty sure that'll have 8 gigs, so yeah, can't really complain too much. The one thing I'm not a fan of is the base storage is still 64 gigs. Ouch. I mean, these phones are coming out almost in 2020, right? I mean, it's coming out October of 2019. Which is safe to say. I mean, come on, it's pretty much 2020 at that point. I just wish they kind of bumped it up. I mean, geez, 64 gigs, come on, that sucks. But you gotta make do with what you got, and at least they do offer unlimited Google Cloud storage for photos and videos. But if you download a lot of applications, a lot of music, a lot of videos, then you might want to get the 128 gig. So there's that. So I think the Pixel phones of this year are great additions to the phones that we got already, this year. I think there's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, they do have a very big upper bezel but a very thin bottom bezel. If they made it at least symmetrical, I would be okay with it, because I have like an OCD about that type of thing, to be honest. But overall, I think they're going to be fantastic phones, and I think everyone who owns Pixels at the moment should be excited for the Pixel 4. Because I'm really excited to see what that Soli radar chip can do, because damn. So what do you guys think about the Pixel 4? Are you picking it up? Are you skipping out on it? I don't know what other option there is, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section down below. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.